Right, welcome back guys. So, I've got my bits glued in. If you've watched part one, you'll know exactly what that was all about. If you haven't watched part one, then that's your fault for jumping videos. Naughty. Right, okay, so I've glued that in with some epoxy resin. I put some dye in the resin so it matches up with the colour. I've just sawn a little bit off at the end of that just to make it a bit easier turning, but I'm going to pop this in the chuck. Before we move you down, before Lisa moves you down, my bell from yesterday, I gave a few cut. I put a little, it's got a little clanger inside, okay, and it's had a few coats of spray varnish on that, which has given it, hopefully you can see that, it's given it a lovely gloss finish. As I say, it was a shame it had the cracks, but they're filled and they're all right. They're not too bad. It's a little bit of feature. So there you go. So that's just one of my bell from yesterday. Okay, I'll give that to Lisa. She'll pop it over there, out of the way. Right. Okay, I'll wait for her to get you down here. Now, and I'm going to just pop this in my chuck. I'm going to do a little bit of shaping on the outside, and then I'm going to be hollowing it. Right. I'm going to trust that the glue is all held. Hopefully nothing's going to come flying off. Right, it's not too bad. It seems to be running fairly true enough. Right, get my tool rest in there. I'm just going to come down, get a little bit of shape in here, then I'll go round and I'll start to do some hollowing. Okay, so face shield on. I'm going to be using Carbide Chisels, obviously. I should probably start off with the round, the 12mm round, just to start with. And then probably move on to the 9mm for the hollowing. Okay, let's go. Let's start her up, get out of the way. Right, that'll true up in no time. Get that through. Right, hang on, where am I? Yeah, I think you're right. No, I'm a bit high. I think I'm a little bit high. Let's see. That's better. Right. Hang on, I'm just going to have a look at the camera. Sorry about this. Bring the camera up a bit. Gonna get you over the top there. Right, okay, I've got you over the top now. Hopefully you can see. There you go. Right. Rolling the tool over because I want to try and get as clean a finish as I can on this. Nice and slow. So I've got my sort of bell shape here on the end. And of course it don't matter which way you go because there's no grain. But there's a lot of mess. Right, so it's going.
But nice pavements though. You've got to fill it in last.
No. Oh, I've got a bit of twine everywhere. Let's slow it down a little bit. Oh. Well, fun. Get some of the wood. Oh, look at this stuff. Hang on a minute. Whoa, look at this stuff. Look at it. Horrible. Horrible stuff. Alright, let's go again. We'll take some finer cuts, I think. So I want to try and get a bit of a shape going on here. Bell shape at this end. That's it, it's getting there. So with the resin, keep the chisel rolled over and that way you don't get no chip out. The only trouble is you can't see what you're turning. Right, I'm getting I've got bits going in the ear roll and everything here. Right, well, get some of this down. This is fun, isn't it? Look at this. Oh God. Yeah, you go up there, go on. Right, I'm getting there slowly. Okay. Well, I want to sort of, I need to come in quite a bit more actually. That's going better. Right, now I can bring it out like that. That's it. So I can get rid of that little slight bump there. Right, let's stop for a minute and clean off some of this stuff. See where we are. Right, okay. We've got some colours showing through. Yep, that's going to need a little bit of a cleaner finish cut there in a second. Oh, got it everywhere. Got it everywhere. But that's not too bad. Got my bell shape coming there. That's not too bad. Right, I'm going to have another pass and see if I can just clean there's just a little bit just there. A couple of little ridges there. Fine, very fine passes. That's not too bad. It's all right. Right. Okay, I think what I'm going to do now, we're going to come around this bottom end and do a little bit of hollowing on the end there. At least it's going to move you around. Right, okay, you can see from there. Right, I'm now going to switch over to the 9mm. Just going to remove my headstock, tail stock. Actually, I'll be alright soon because I've ordered a new one. Not a new one, I've ordered a bed extension for my lathe. So I won't have to keep taking this off. Should get it next Wednesday. Ordered it from Axminster, so. Right, 9mm cutter, same one as I was using yesterday. You can still see it's got bits of wood stuck under it. Okay. Right, yeah, I'm on centre. Rolling over. Now remember, this bit of wood will end pretty soon. Now what I want to do, because I've got a come in there, clean that. I want to clean that corner off first. It's got a couple of little chips on that. Alright, that should do me. Yeah, still put my chisel under my arm. Ah. Alright, let's get some of this wood moved. I'm going flat just to remove the wood, but I don't want to go too mad because at some point it's just going to go through the bottom of it. We're nearly there. Remember, the wood was just sacrificial, it's just a plug in there. So I've got to be careful because at some point I'm going to go straight through the end of it. Which is there. Now I don't know whether you can see through it there. So if we bring you round. Right, hang on, let's I'm going to do a little bit of manoeuvring with the camera. So I'm going to pull you off shot, I've just got to undo this arm. And drop you down a little bit. Right, okay, there we are. Now I'll get this back up there. Right, sorry about that, it's just manoeuvring things around a little bit. Right, there you go. So now you can see I'm through the bottom end. Okay. Right. You want it? Hope I'm not going to block the camera. Lisa's going to tell me whether I'm blocking the camera or not. Right, you're okay? Right. Alright, I'm through this bit of wood. I'm rolling over because, like I say, I don't want to get an aggressive cut because it'll chip it.
Look, I've got a bit of wood up the top there. Hang on. Trying to find my way. Can't see in there. Ah, right. Yeah, okay, I've got it. I can see the wood. I got caught on the bit of wood there. Because I had the cutter up and it hit the wood with the cutter up like that. There's a flat bottom at the moment. And I'm a little bit above centre. Let's see. That's better. Right. So that's wood there. I've got the bottom of that plug. So because I went up, so straight, I caught the wood with the cutter up. So I'm probably going to have to come around that side in a minute so I can get a better shear cut on that. Hopefully I won't block the camera. I need to get round here with the till so I can get it rolled over, see? I mean, I can take it off flat, but if I take it off flat, chances are I'm going to chip some of that. I'm going to chip it out. I don't know what this is. It's the first time I've turned this resin. I don't know what it's going to go like. I don't want it to chip. Well, that sounds nice, doesn't it? Sounds like Christmas bells. So I've got to have my chisel right round so I can come off the cutter there. But you can't let that bit touch the wood at the bottom. Because like you see, it'll grab it. Which I wasn't expecting. I forgot I had wood at the bottom. I'll stop and have a look in a second. I'm going to stop and have a look now and untangle myself. Right, let's see what we're getting. Right. Now then, let me just vacuum that out. I'll get rid of some of this. Oh, look at it! Look at it! Horrible stuff. Right. Okay. Okay, right, yeah, see I've got my bit of wood there on the bottom. Now that comes down to there, that plug. So I'll be going rounding that a little bit and then I can round this over when I turn it around. Right, there's a little bit of chip on that edge there, but I've still got more to come away. So we're all right. Yeah, that's not too bad, it's not too bad. Right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to a negative rate cutter. Okay, the 9mm negative rate, and see how that goes. Now this I should be able to just use flat. And I can, look at that, nice gentle. Well, I've still got it rolled over slightly, but I still think even rolling over is better with the, oh, that's a nice smooth finish. Still got to be careful when I'm going up into that top. So I've got it rolled over. What trouble I've got there is I've got a flat bottom. So if I go in up like there, that part of the cutter can try to grab. So I'm gonna try and come off this bottom and get this bottom rounded a bit. And I'm sort of I'm that far into that pot at the moment, and I've only got it on a short handle chisel. But you can see it's not grabbing. If I was getting a bit of grab, I can change it over to the long handle one. But I'm choosing on the short handle one for now, so I can get in there nicely. And I've already got a hole drilled in the bottom to go right through. Yeah, I'm getting it dome shaped. I want it dome shaped. I don't want a flat bottom in there. There we go, coming round. Oh, I can feel that goes to a... There we go. Let's get rid of some of that wood off of there. But that negative rate, look at that, it's so smooth. So it's so smooth using that on there. That's the negative rate cutter. No grabbing or anything. I'm going to stop that and have a look at it. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with those negative rate cutters. Right, I've got me a little bit of a dome coming on. I've got to go a little bit more in there, dome that a little bit. Come down, I've got to watch my thickness, but I still want to do a little bit on this outside. A little bit more doming up in the top there. So it's all trial and error. Right, let's get up there. Still got my chisel rolled over. Right, I'm sort of at the moment just nearly getting there. That felt better. Yeah, that's better. I've got a rounded bit there now. You want a rounded bottom, you don't, not everyone wants a flat bottom. Ask Beyonce. Right. I'm going to have to get cutting that one. I'm not going to put my finger, as much as it's tempting, I'm not going to put my finger on that edge because that's like a razor there probably. Right, so let's get this, have a little go on this outside with a negative rate. That feels quite nice. So I'm going to come in on this, but not chip it. Yeah. Around that edge a bit. I can't have a sharp point, not on a bell. Right, that feels alright. I don't really know how thin I'm going to be able to go on this. I'll tell you what, those negative rate cutters are really good for this resin. These are nice smooth finish. Right, stop and have a look at it, see what we got, and clean some of this off. Cool, yeah, that has left a nice finish on the bottom of that. Inside needs to, well, it's got a lot of dust on there. The wood's mixed in with it. The sawdust inside there, hang on.
It goes everywhere, doesn't it?
It does go everywhere. Right, okay, yeah, that's doing all right. I want to thin this a bit. I need to be thinner on here. Which is going to be all because I've got to reverse it and hold it on a jam, which I have made a small jam up, which I think is going to be able to hold on to that. Probably thin that down a little bit, get it to sit inside there. Right, a very small chip. I've just got a little chip just there. I'm going to have to get rid of that. Right, let's go. I think it's gone. So I'm going to round that a little bit. So I still want to come in here a bit. You having fun there?
Yeah. Trying to get the best angle. Don't want people to miss out.
Right, okay. I think I've got rid of that little chip that was on the edge. It's the tiniest little chip. Yeah, it's gone. Right, it's thinning down a bit now. I've got to thin it a little bit more in here. So a lot of that's going to look better when it's polished up. The only I've got a slight problem is that I haven't got any of the really fine grit papers. I'm waiting for them to come. So I lost my ones from my pen turning stuff. Right, we're going to go back to the inside, sorry.
Right.
Right, okay. Don't think I can go too thin with it. I don't know how thin I dare go really. I don't want that vibrating. Funny stuff this resin really. That's it, I've got rid of that little bump just there. That's not too bad. And just there. a bit. Yep. Right, little final pass. Changing just there, something different. Right, okay, I'm going to do that, I'm going to sand that and see what we come out with. Now, oh dear, slow that down a little bit. Put this on there. Right, I'm going to start off with a little bit of 120 grit paper, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet it. Right. I'm going to put a little bit of water inside there. Right, there's a little tub here. I should have a little tub here for one. Yeah, I can put some water in there. Oh, I've got one here. And that's got oil in it. That's got a bit of oil, that's got more to go. Yeah, that's alright. Got a bit of I think mineral oil in there. I'll give that a go. Can't really hurt, can it? I don't know. Never tried sanding it with mineral oil before. Might start a new trend there. Keep the paper moving quite fast there. This seems to be alright. Apart from the fact it's spraying me. At least we're not getting no dust. I don't know that it's going to be as good as water actually. But it's sticky. Right, there's that, and what was that there? Right, okay, I've got a bit of water in there. Right, okay, I've got a little bit of water in the tub. I'm going to just give this a wipe. Won't take much to sand the oil off first. Another bit of sandpaper and get rid of the oil. Right, okay. Yeah, let's get rid of the oil. Right, now we use a bit of water. Water. There's water where I was brought up. You can sort of just see me sandpaper through it. Quite smooth. Right, I'm going to go to some lower grits now. Well, I'm not going to use the drill. I'm going to do these by hand. Right, so I'm going to go for 240 grit. How long have we been?
36 minutes.
Okay, that's not too bad. So I'm going to do these in short videos, so if you want to see other bells turned, I will be turning some of the others. And from each one I do, I might learn something different, so I might turn them a bit differently. Right, that one. I'll keep these pads separate. I'll do 320. Can you turn that top off that bottom, pour me some more water in there, please? Right, it's alright, feeding alright. That's it, I do. Thank you. Right, so that's 320. And now we'll go to 400. I'm keeping my face shield on because I'm getting sprayed with water. Dogs are going a little bit mad.
Yeah. I think the next door neighbours just come back this way.
Right, go for 600 grit. I say normally I would go up to like a 12,000, but I haven't got the papers. It's I haven't got the. I thought I had them, but I didn't. And I've ordered some, but they ain't come yet. I don't want to spend too long doing this because you don't want to sit there watching me sand stuff. That's why a lot of time I don't bother finishing, because who wants to watch someone standing there with a piece of sandpaper? They just want to be on film, don't they?
Yeah. Just want to make their appearance.
Right, I'm up to 800 grit. Like I say, I don't know how thin I could go with this because I've got to remount it the other way, so I don't want to go too far. I don't need to break. It's looking quite good. Right, we're up to 1,000 grit now. Right, I've done up to 1,000 grit. And leave those there. Get rid of my water. Now, turn the water off. Now I'm not going to look at it yet. I'm going to go for some of my sanding paste. I wouldn't normally, but then I haven't got the other grits. I'm going to go for some of this. It works for everything else, so let's see how it works. I don't think it'll scratch it. Keep it moving. Right. So we shine it off. I think if I could get the other grits of paper, then it would come up a lot better, and I might leave the other bells until I get the paper, and then I can the lower grits, saying that I do it up to 12,000 grit or something, and see. But we'll see how this one comes out. So there you go. Right, join me on the next one. You don't want to see it. Right, let's have a look and see what we've got. Right, there's a few colours in it. It's not too bad. Let's take it off for a minute and have a look. Right, yeah, it's got a few scratches on it. I need to get some finer grits on the paper. So I think these are going to be a refinish with some finer grit. So I'm just going to put it up.
Hang on.
Did you get that on the light?
Where's the light? Where's the light?
Where's the light? Get the light. Now look, I can put that over the light and you can see through it. You can see I've got the swells.
I think the light just shines through it, just goes too
Right.
bright.
Okay. But it has got some scratches there. It needs to go for finer grits of paper. 1,000 isn't enough. I need to get down more on that. So, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to see about turning it round and shaping this bottom, because I'll sacrifice on this one and wait on the others until I get the finer grits. So what I'm going to do now, I'll put this on. And like you see, I've got a hole in the bottom so I can use my centre on that, but I think I'm going to take this down a bit, get that to fit over. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Tell me what works and let's do that a bit. Right, let's see where I am with that. Alright, it's not too bad, but I want to get a bit of a... I don't want to be pushing it onto that because it could crack it. So I want to get a bottom there, so I'm going to actually put a little mark with a pencil. Put your chisel under your arm. Right, okay, I'm going to use a square chisel. Right, you can just see that, it's there. Right, so what I want to do is just come in slightly. Right, just take a bit off this end. Right, let me see where that goes. Right, okay, I've got to just take it down a little bit, just here. That little shoulder there. Just take that down a bit. Clean finish on there. Let's see what that looks like. Yep, it's just going to sort of hold there. Right. Obviously, towel setter's going to hold that up, and I should be able to shape that top of that bell. Right, make sure that's tight. Yep, nice and tight. I'll get my towel stock back up. Oh. I won't be doing that after Wednesday. Right, get that to centre. There we go. Oh, yep. Yep, that's just right. It's got just enough pressure, I think. Hopefully. Let's see, so it turns. Yeah, that's turning right. And I'll be able to mount that back on that to re-sand it when I get the other pad, see? Right, I'm going with a 9mm round, I think, or if I can find it. There we are, a 9mm. All rolled over. Right, I'm going to bring this in a little bit here. Give me wood any day. Right, there we go, there's the top of my bell. It's not too bad. I'm going to use a negative rake just to blend those two together there. It's got a little bumpy bit there. Still there. Yeah. Right, okay. There, get rid of that. Right, okay, I'm going to do a little bit of sanding on that. Going to move that over there. Keeping the keep the towel stock up for the moment. Right, that was the wet sandpaper. That's better. Go through the grits a little bit. So I think we've got the 180 there, we've got the 1,000 there. Where are we? We going up or down? Good.
Down facing the one on the top was the last one that we used.
Yeah, that feels a bit. Yeah, that'd be the 1,000 on the top. Right, so, okay. Lots of water. Right, so I'm just going to do this to a certain finish, and then what I'm going to do, let me get the face shield off. Bit of water won't hurt. Right. Yeah, I'm just going to come over it again. I'm going to just give it a bit of a finish, and then I'm going to have to do a follow-up with some finer grit papers. Thing is, bank holiday weekend and that, so it makes it awkward to get anything, and there's no shops just around here, so not that I can get that sort of stuff from, Woodturning stuff. Right, okay, getting there. Right. Let's get going. Right, okay guys, that's sanding done with. I'll leave that at that for now. Like I say, I think it's going to be a case of remounting this and doing some finer grit papers. I just wanted to get this one out for you today. I must say that resin holds up quite well. If I get the finer grit papers, that'll sort of go quite see-through that. But like I say, you can't turn it too thin. I don't know how thin. I might try thinner on one of the other bells. I'll see. See how they go. See how thin I could actually turn it. Right, that's actually not a bad finish, really. Dusty hands. Well, I could take a little bit more off that inside, I suppose, but there we go. A little bit dusty. It's a lot of static to it, so it sort of grabs the dust. So, anyway, there we go. What I should do is grab a. Bear with me 1 second. Oh. Sorry, coming in front of you. Right, we put a torch inside it. Should have had a little string to hold it on. There you go. So I've got my colours inside it. Got a little bit of see-through on the bottom there, that bottom edge.
probably doesn't show too well there.
Yeah, you can see it.
Right, but there we go. So anyway, I shall be making the insides all turned up in there as well. I should be making a little clanger for it, put it on a bit of thread, and that'll be hanging as a little Christmas bell. And by the time I get the other ones as well, and I'll hang those with maybe a bauble or two and a little bit of holly and all that sort of stuff. I won't, me personally, Lisa will do it. And that'll make a nice little decoration, that. So, and we'll see how that goes. I might even put a little LED light up inside it. So that's a thought. I wonder where my candle things would fit up inside there. While you're here, don't go nowhere for the moment. Let me have a...
We'll give it a go.
Let me have a little look. I've got some up here. Now, would that fit up inside there? Well, with a little bit of glue it would. Come on, work. Yeah. I've got to hold it at the moment because it's not actually to the size. But with a little... let me turn those off. Camera might go off. Did it go off?
Nope.
Right. That might...
You've gone too high.
Can have a... Sorry. A little flickering light in there.
Yep.
So we'll see. We'll see what we can do. I think when
adapt it.
I think once I get the finer grit papers and I can get that really sanded up to 12,000 grit, yeah, I think that'd be all right. But I think the carbide tool's done pretty well for that.
Yep.
That's down to about, what would I say, a couple of mil thickness, 3 mil. Maybe 3 mil up there, probably getting close to 2.5 mil down here thickness. So not too bad. Keep it quite light. So there you go. Number 1. 3 more to go. Right, guys. Thank you for joining. Oh, before you go, look, I've got my dust extractor onto a switch. So I can just. I've rewired it and now it's just on a switch. I don't have to run around there to turn my dust extractor on. I got that done this morning as well. So, happy days. Right, well there you go. Little bell made out of resin. Join me for the next ones. Toodle pip.
Bye guys.